border agents told me as a member of Congress that you're not allowed to question the bus driver. And of course, people knowing me, I didn't take no for an answer, and I repeated the question. And I was told that this bus of children was leaving El Paso and going to San Diego. And so what was occurring under the Biden administration is that they were busing unaccompanied minors all across the United States for one reason and one reason only. And that was because they did not want the press to see the pictures of kids in cages. They did not want to see our borders being overrun. They wanted to disperse that problem all through the United States. That is the reckless history of illegal immigration under Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. Mayor Wu, in the city of Boston, how much did you spend?
We don't ask about immigration status and delivering city
services. You don't
services,
ask
so
about how much money the city
number.
of Boston has spent on illegal immigration? Are you out of your mind?
Today's House Oversight Committee hearing, absolutely explosive. Representative Byron Donalds showed up with some tough questions, and he wasn't taking any half answers. If you missed it, let me break it down for you, because what happened today could change the conversation around sanctuary cities and immigration spending for good. It all kicked off when Representative Donalds zeroed in on the elephant in the room, the financial burden of illegal immigration on American taxpayers. He didn't mince words. Donalds called out the Biden administration, saying their policies were pushing the costs of unchecked immigration onto local communities that are already struggling. He started by grilling Mayor Johnston of Denver. The big question? How much has Denver spent on illegal immigration? The answer, $79 million. Not chump change. But Denver wasn't alone. When Donalds turned to Mayor Lightfoot from Chicago and Mayor Adams from New York, the numbers kept climbing. Adams dropped the bombshell. New York City had spent $6.9 billion of taxpayer money to support undocumented migrants. That's billion with a B. Representative Donalds wasn't satisfied. He pressed harder, asking if these mayors were really managing their budgets or just letting taxpayer dollars bleed away. The message was clear. Every dollar spent on these programs is a dollar not spent on American citizens who need it. But the moment everyone was waiting for? That came when Donalds switched his focus to Boston Mayor Michelle Wu.
I remember we had a group of this committee that went down to the El Paso section of the border. This was back in February, March of 2021. And during that time period, we were at one of the holding centers, and there were these buses that were coming to the detention facility, and they were picking up 30 kids, 50 kids at random, walking out of the facility. And when I went over to question the bus driver that was transporting these kids, border agents told me as a member of Congress that you're not allowed to question the bus driver. And of course, people knowing me, I didn't take no for an answer, and I repeated the question. And I was told that this bus of children was leaving El Paso and going to San Diego. And so what was occurring under the Biden administration is that they were busing unaccompanied minors all across the United States for one reason and one reason only. And that was because they did not want the press to see the pictures of kids in cages. They did not want to see our borders being overrun. They wanted to disperse that problem all through the United States. That is the reckless history of illegal immigration under Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. Mayor Johnston of Denver, yes, you lamented earlier that there were 10 to 11 buses coming per day to your city. Did you ever talk to Joe Biden about why this was happening to your community?
Thank you, Congressman. I both reached out to Governor Abbott from Texas. He didn't respond, and I did.
Why would you reach out to Governor Abbott of Texas when it is Joe Biden, the former commander-in-chief, that opened up our borders? Why didn't you talk to him?
Well, our buses directly were being sent from Governor Abbott in Texas, so that was why we reached out to say we're happy to collaborate on a coordinated entry system. We understand no one state or no one city should bear the entire brunt of this, but let's collaborate. But I did.
So I'm glad you said that, because that brings me to my next point. Governor Abbott and Governor DeSantis, when they started moving illegal aliens out of their states who were bearing the brunt of what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were doing, and they've sent them to Denver, they sent them to Chicago, they sent them to New York, they sent them to Martha's Vineyard. The reason why they did that is because you four could hide behind the realities of illegal immigration on border towns all through our country and on cities and states who did not want to see illegal immigration, but did not have the political representation to go to the White House. And only when it showed up on your doorstep did you get upset. Mayor Johnston, coming back to you, how much did your city spend on illegal immigration? Do you have a round number?
Over the last couple of years on all newcomers, whatever their status was, it's around $79 million since 2022.
$79 million. Mayor Johnson, Chicago. How much has the city of Chicago spent on illegal immigration?
If you're referring to the 2022 up to 2024 of the buses coming from Texas, roughly the same percentage of the state of Texas, about 1% of our overall budget.
What is that? Because we don't have the city's budget in front of me. Numbers.
It's 1%, and if you want the actual calculation, we can make sure someone.
You're the mayor. You don't have the math in front of you.
It's 1% of the overall budget over the last 4 years.
That's why you're a failing
which
mayor.
is
Mayor
the same
Adams,
number that
how
was
much did the
sent from
city of
us
New
from
York
the
actually
state
spend
of
on
Texas.
illegal immigration? Mayor Johnson, I already asked you. You don't have a hard number, and if you don't have a hard number, you're not running your city well. Mayor Adams, how much did the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration?
$6.9 billion of taxpayers' dollars.
$6.9 billion of taxpayer money on a problem that was fostered on the American people. Mayor Wu, in the city of Boston, how much did you spend?
We don't ask about immigration status and delivering city
You don't
services,
ask
so
about
we
how
don't
much
have
money
that
the city
number.
of Boston has spent on illegal immigration?
We
Are you
don't
out of your
distinguish
mind?
between immigration status.
Do you
as
manage
part
your
of our
budget
city
or not,
policies.
Mayor Wu?
That is how we keep
Mayor
our city
Wu,
safe.
do you manage
we
your
have
budget
the
or not?
numbers to prove it. I manage my budget. I have a AAA bond rating dating back 10 years.
So
for
to the city of Boston,
budget.
just understand that your mayor does not care how much of your resources she has spent on people who are not citizens
The city
of
of Boston
the city of
is
Boston.
sick of
I'm
having people
reclaiming my
outside
time.
Boston
Mr.
telling
Bear,
us what
Mr.
we
Bear, I have a
need.
question for you because I understand Cato's perspective when it comes to illegal immigration. I understand that the Cato Institute for a long time has had a standard of actually having open immigration into the United States. Generally speaking, I don't want to get into specifics.
We support legal immigration. We want immigration to be legal.
Let me ask you this question, because one of the great libertarians of the modern era, Milton Friedman, famously said, you can either have open borders or a welfare state, but you have to choose. Mr. Beer, what do you choose?
Milton Friedman said he wanted to allow illegal immigration to continue. I disagree with Milton Friedman's position on that. We should have legal immigration and build a wall around the welfare state, not around the country. That's in the best interest of taxpayers.
And I would argue that under the current system where you have sanctuary cities popping up, it is not possible to build that wall. So America
can.
has to
Absolutely you
choose,
can.
Mr. Beer, you're done. America has to choose between securing our nation or protecting the taxpayer. I choose secure the nation.
He asked her straight up. How much is Boston spending on illegal immigration? Wu's answer was shocking. She said Boston doesn't track immigration status or the related costs. Donalds didn't pull any punches. Do you manage your budget or not? He fired back, pointing out the lack of accountability and the impact on taxpayers who foot the bill. From there, the debate got even more intense. Donalds brought up economist Milton Friedman's famous line, "A nation can have open borders or a welfare state, but not both." Donalds argued the current system is unsustainable. Sanctuary cities are undermining border security and draining resources from the people who need it most. He closed with the big question. Should America focus on securing its borders and enforcing the law, or keep supporting sanctuary cities and unchecked illegal immigration? For Donalds, the answer was obvious. He's all in for securing the nation and protecting taxpayers. So, what do you think? Should sanctuary city policies be reformed or eliminated altogether? Are you with Rep. Donalds on this one? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on the latest political showdowns, spending debates, and everything shaping America's future.
Thanks for watching The Left Wing Critic, where politics meets passion and we hold power to account. If you're tired of corporate spin and left-wing noise, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and join the movement. The left doesn't stay silent, and neither do we.